Hey guys, Airsoft Al here, and yes, by the title of the video, you can probably tell, I'm finally getting to the armory of the Otaku Nation. Now, we'll not be getting to the now, I will state that some of the weapons are also in the Coalition as well, but for a majority of the actual major weaponry of the Coalition, that's for another video for another day. So, want to go ahead and get into it and basically say, why don't we start off with the main rifles of the Coalition? Oh. The Otaku Nation, I meant. Fuck you. Now, starting off with the actual the main battle rifle of the majority of the actual, well, military. And I'm not sure if that camera's pointed right at me. Is it? Let me just, sorry guys, I have to kind of just a little bit. There we go, okay. I'm paranoid like that, okay? Now, this is the M16A3, and this little bad boy here is the main battle rifle for the Otaku Nation and the Coalition. Now, it's not the main battle rifle for a lot of factions, but it's just for those two, to my knowledge, and to what I've written so far. So, yeah, whatever. This the airsoft variant of it. That's that. But the big reason, and this is a actual historical fact, the big reason why the M16 is the main battle weapon is because the M16 rifle is actually in service with the Japanese military, as well as a lot of other militaries around the world. Now, you can probably guess the rest. Now, probably asking now, what about carbines? What carbines are in use with the militaries? Well, kind of hard to say, but you know what? I'm going to go ahead and say. Shotgun over here. The G36 is actually the carbine of the Otaku Nation. Now, I can't speak for the Coalition, but a couple of my friends have been helping out with the armory, and we are going to basically say otherwise. Now, let me just finish here. Now, the G36X is the updated carbine for the Otaku Nation's Officer Corps and non-commissioned Officer Corps. Now, a big reason why is because it's slim, it's short, and it's basically that iconic weapon that you can basically say, okay, that guy is a non-commissioned officer, that guy is a sergeant, that guy is an officer. Now, does that mean that it's all weaponry with the Otaku Nation? None at all, actually. Because you see, this weapon is also a good weapon for a couple of the Otaku Special Forces. Mainly the Shinobi Corps, as well as a few units in the Scout Regiment. And I will get to that soon. Don't bite my head off. Now, the airsoft variant that I use is, well, starting to run out, and I will have a review on this gun pretty soon, but it's starting to run down, and I'm probably going to have to get another one. So, yeah, that's going to suck. Anywho. Now, aside from that, there are other rifles in the actual Otaku military. One of them is this. The FN Scar. Now, this is a Springer version, but it's a very good example of weapons. Now, I'll tell you where the FN Scar is located in the Otaku military. It is located with... I can't believe I'm saying this, but it is actually located with the heavier units, within the Scout Special Forces. Now, the cavalry scouts are basically armed with these because they are sent in pretty deep behind enemy lines, and the reason they're armed with the Scar is because it's just good to use. It's good to get in, it's good to maneuver with. Now this one, obviously I've added this, so not that good maneuverability, but it's just good to shoulder, it's good to use, and it's much better than an M4, in my opinion. It's a lot better than that. That and the fact of you can turn this thing into a DMR, or it can be used as a DMR or a sniper or what have you, also kind of adds to that flavor of awesome and versatility. Thus is why this rifle is the choice among cavalry scouts in the scout regiment. Let's get going. Now, you're probably asking, now, what about PDWs, personal defense weapons? Like submachine guns, machine pistols, etc., etc. This is the weapon of choice for a lot of frontliners. It's basically used by, well, I know I'm going to get a lot of hate from Naruto fans, but fuck you, I'm doing my job. This little PDW here is used by Otaku Army Shinobi Corps' Leaf Regiment. Now, why the Leaf Regiment? Simple. It's a small, compact weapon, so that way they can get in for forced combat. It's good to travel, and if I can get this thing to fold the buttstock in on itself, and if have to, they can basically have it on their hip, jumping from tree to tree, and then pull it out, and then be able to get some shots off, and then put it back on, and then get off again. It's light, it's maneuverable, it is perfect for any kind of forced combat when you have to move from cover to cover. It is that perfect compact weapon. That and the fact that it's easy to shoulder and it's so small and compact also makes it good for younger shinobis who have just entered in the Shinobi Corps. That and the flashlight does kind of make it cool. Okay, the flashlight's dead. Crap, I gotta get a new one. Probably get me an LED. Now, already I forgot to answer this question. What about different rifle varieties in the main battle rifle? There are indeed other varieties of rifles, but again, I'm going to get a lot of hate from the Naruto fans, so don't hate me. This is actually logical stuff, and actually think about it. Because, as I've said previously in the video explaining the Otaku Army, the Shinobi Corps themselves, which again, Naruto, are basically derivative of actual special forces. The Hidden Leaf, Rangers, Delta Force, Navy SEAL, no, not Navy SEALs, my bad. Basically, force-based special forces, you know, that. Let me think here. Oh my goodness. If I can get my head back around what I said beforehand. I'm sorry, guys. It's like early in the morning. It is 8:07. I've been up since 5:30, actually working on this, so I am so sorry, guys, and I'm sorry that the video's taking this long, but hey, I gotta pop these videos out today, okay? So, okay. Hidden Sand, Israeli Special Forces, SAS, you know, Navy SEALs, Tier 1 operators, things like that. Let me think here. Okay. Hidden Sound Ninjas, extreme extreme intelligence, basically, you know, that, intelligence agents, information collection, etc., 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 you know, things like that. Let me think here. Oh my goodness. Okay, now the last one, Hidden Mist. The ninja, okay, Hidden Mist ninjas, basically the shinobi, the regiment, the soldiers, what have you. Those guys are basically well, SEALs. That's what they are. They're Navy SEALs, Marine Special Forces, basically all types of amphibious badasses. Now, what weapons do they use? Well, this is where it gets a kind of a little bit hate on my side, because when I told my friend this, he hated me bad, but I might as well go ahead and get to it. What weapons do the hidden sand ninjas use? Well, if they're not using one of the ones I'm about to name off after this one, they usually use the L85. The L85A1, of course, is the main battle rifle, but they also use the smaller carbine variant as well. Now, sometimes they don't want to use these, which is understandable if you know why. Kudos to you if you do. Another rifle they use is the TAR-21. Why the TAR-21 is because, well, let's face it, it's the TAR-21. It's a good rifle to use in desert combat, and it is very awesome to use. Now, if they're not using this, or the TAR-21, then they're using another variant that is slipping my mind right now, so I'm sorry about that, guys. But aside from that, this is just a Springer version. I'm afraid I don't have an AEG version of this, but I'm hoping to get one very soon. So stick with me, guys. I'm going to get an AEG of this sucker real soon. And I'm hoping it doesn't break down. Okay, so we're getting to the home stretch, people. Now you're asking, what about? Well, you're probably asking about sniper rifles. Sorry, guys, I don't got any sniper rifles at the moment, nor have we planned that far yet. All I have now is shotguns and pistols. So let's go ahead and get into shotguns and pistols. Sadly, this is the only kind of shotgun I have on me right now. This is the shotgun of a scout, of a frontline scout. The Mossberg 590 shotgun. Very badass. Now, the reason this is the actual shotgun for the Scout Regiment is because, one, it's compact, it's small, and let's face it, it's a Mossberg. That's all you need to know. It's a Mossberg. That, and look at the aggressive. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I stab you, and then I shoot you. I mean, come on, that's just intimidation as hell, and the Scout Regiment is all about intimidation. Why the hell do you think we're always on the front lines? And somebody better make an Attack on Titan joke, because I swear I don't have any. You can tell I need my coffee. Now, aside from that, though, the Mossberg 590 I have has four Picatinny rails, 3 on the grip, 1 here so I can attach an optic and blow away some bastards and do all that. Now, you're already asking, what about pistols? This is a Scout's service pistol. The 1911. Now, sadly this is a Springer, but I've gotten many a headshot with this bad boy. I'll tell you this right now. It's still intimidating. Now, why in 1911? Well, think about it. When you're facing up a freak that's coming at you full-hearted, what do you want? You want a 9mm, or do you want a 45 ACP going through his chest and his head? Seriously, just legit question, because that was actually a question I got asked when we were actually talking about the service pistol for the Scouts. Now, aside from that, love this thing. It is actually the Game Face G1311 1911, and I did a review on this, and it's a very good, very affordable gun at about $40. It's full metal. I'd recommend going with the AGM gun, but you know how it goes. So, aside from that, what about the Shinobi Corps? Okay, so you're asking about a lot of things. Okay, well, the weapon for the desert Shinobis is this. Would you expect any less? Big reason why this gun is the main firearm for the Desert Shinobi. 1, it's a Desert Eagle. 2, it's a Desert Eagle. 3, it's a Desert Eagle. 4, it's a Desert Eagle. 5, it's a Desert Eagle. 6, it's a 50 cal Desert Eagle. Anything you shoot at with this sucker, they're going down, they're staying down. Body armor or no body armor. That, and 7, it's a Desert Eagle. 8, it's a Desert Eagle. 9, it's a Desert Eagle. And 10, it's badass looking as all hell. Do I need to say more? Now, you're already asking, okay, that's 2 out of Lord knows how many you're going to talk about. This is the last pistol, guys. Okay. Almost the last pistol. Now, this is a non-commissioned officer's pistol. And you've seen this video already with this gun, and this is one I rock because I am a non-commissioned officer. I play as a non-commissioned officer in a Milsim event, and this is my non-commissioned officer gun. And the reason that this is the non-commissioned officer gun is because, think about it, it's small, it's compact, and it's a pretty decent little gun for being 9mm. I had to do that. I had to wake myself up. I'm sorry. But aside from that, lower Picatinny rail here, and to be fair, it's actually kind of nimble, it's compact, and if I happen to run out of ammo, I can just basically quickly pull this out and just start firing. But if I run out of ammo in this sucker, no worries, I still got the 45 on my back. Yes, I still keep my 45, even though it's a serviceman's pistol and I'm a non-commissioned officer. You know what? Fuck it. It's good to have a backup gun on your backup gun. Now, what is the last pistol I mentioned? It's this one. The Smith & Wesson 1911. God damn it. Yeah, that's right, I forgot I gotta fix this stupid thing. Well, the Smith & Wesson MMP40, I meant, is the officer's gun. This is the officer's core weapon. This is the weapon that an officer, like a lieutenant, a captain, a major, a colonel, all of them would be using. Why? Lower Picatinny rail. It's a 40 caliber pistol. And let's face it, it's freaking badass. That, and this is also the actual officer's weapon for the coalition as well. So, there's a bit of fun for you. Little Black Ops 2. And my cat just bumped my camera. What the hell, cat? For those of you who remember Black Ops 2, this is also known as the TAC-11. Or the TAC-45, basically. And if you don't believe me, look it up. This is modeled after this is modeled after. I mean, the TAC-11 is modeled. The TAC-45 is modeled after this, the MP40. Now, is that all? Yes, that's all. Sadly. That's everything. That's every single weapon that is in my otaku arsenal. However, I would definitely like it if you guys would to add in. What other bullpups are there? What other weapons are in the arsenal? Is there anything else? So, I'm sorry this video is so long, guys, but I had to kind of do a lot, but, it's up to you guys. What else is there? What have I missed? What weapons could be used for what? And in the recent post, I basically said that Black Lagoon was a naval fleet and that there were some crazy bastards. So, I'll let you guys have fun with that. I will see you next time out there on the field. Be safe, wear a lot of sunblock, wear some eye protection, and call your hits. See you next time, guys. Coffee!